Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. As I've said before on here, the smear campaign against Meghan and Harry is international. It is especially prominent in the Commonwealth countries, so obviously the UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada for example, but it also crosses over into the USA as well as many other places. Such an orchestrated campaign could only be brought about by a very powerful organisation with a grudge to bear. This smear campaign, which continues daily, becomes more and more bizarre as time goes on. The media platforms pushing this are becoming more and more insane with their reporting, and here we see one of the main proponents of those negative stories, and that would be Sky Australia. They are going down the Jeremy Clarkson route. Jeremy Clarkson did an article at the start of the year stating he would like to see the public throw excrement at Meghan in the street. And now we see Sky Australia comparing Harry to a turd. Now, this should be something that should be complained about and ridiculed itself. These media organisations are now openly using insults in their headlines. It shows them to be not only incredibly childish, but also unhinged, because they don't seem to care how they look. This article is really one of the most insane reports I've seen on Meghan and Harry to date, and highlighting it is important, because I believe many people just look through these articles very briefly and don't realise just how insane these people sound. It says here, Prince Harry's memoir Spare may have been a bestseller, but that does not guarantee its success as a Hollywood blockbuster, argues GT Communications' Gemma Tognini. It follows reports Prince Harry is aiming to secure a lucrative record deal for his explosive best-selling book, according to Daily Express. So I would imagine that this story is about a Hollywood deal, was made up by the same people now complaining about it, as we saw with the Duchess Dior incident, all fabricated from the beginning. Anyway, this person on Sky News Australia then goes on to say, "You've got this bestseller, but I would also argue that it doesn't even indicate that Harry and Meghan are popular," Miss Tognini told Sky News host Caroline Di Russo on Sunday night. So this irrational person makes the claim that even though Harry's book broke records for sales, it doesn't mean he is popular. Well, that makes sense, not. She then gives her reason for this by saying, "There's hate purchases in there. I know people who are like, I can't stand it, but I have to read it, so I don't necessarily think it's going to be a blockbuster." So her amazing reasoning is that Harry's book Spare sold a huge amount, still is, broke records, but it's not because he is popular, it's because people hate him. She says they are hate purchases. Miss Tognini added that while she has some sympathy for the trauma-ridden royal, he's really just an angry little turd throwing pot shots at everyone. An angry little turd, I guarantee she had planned to say that before the interview, and Sky News Australia then take that line and use it for a headline. It makes you wonder who owns the media and who owns these platforms, that they would stoop so low, destroy their reputation, which is what they are doing. Well, to be fair, they have achieved it. These media organisations have destroyed their credibility and reputation, all because of their obvious 24/7 vendetta against Meghan and Harry, which now the public can see is clearly insane and must be driven and funded by a very powerful organisation. And if people could see this and focus on how they are treating Meghan and Harry in such a cowardly and deceptive way, this then also casts a shadow across everything else they report. Let us know your opinion in the comments.